Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right. So I just listened to a 2.5-hour Forex AMA, and I'm going to break it down into about 5 minutes for you. It's about the piggy bank, which is launching now, delayed launch on the 3rd of March, today being the 1st of March here in China, ni hao. So by this time tomorrow, we're already going to have the UI, the user interface for the piggy bank, put up on the site. So we'll be able to get there, get our referral links, start your team building, and get ready for this app, which is going to be absolutely unbelievably amazing. Before we get into all of that, please just take some time to have a look at this 19.9 thousand subscribers here. And we are 100 people away from getting 20,000 subscribers on the channel. It's amazing. So if you're not subscribed already, please consider pressing that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now, one question people keep asking me is, Richie, what is your plan for the airdropping of the stakes on the piggy bank? Well, I can tell you something very important. Two things, right? Number one, for anyone who's on one of my drip teams, Team 1, Team 2, or Team 3, I will be airdropping one Timelock stake in my airdrop tiers for each team. So for each team, Team 1, the big team, Team 2, Drip Roulette, Team 3, the small team we're growing at the moment, there'll be once a week I'll be sending one Timelock stake of a considerable amount of pigs BUSD to one lucky winner of them. So 3 a week, okay? But apart from that, so that's just a bonus for everyone on my drip team. You're welcome. You've earned it. Keep compounding, keep hydrating, yeah. Let's get drip fucking back to all-time highs, okay? But for anyone under me in the piggy bank, I will be making a similar tiered system for piggy bank airdropping as well. I need to get into the user interface and have a look at the, how it's all working and the numbers and stuff, so I can crunch it there. It's kind of more of a learn by doing kind of guy. So all you need to know at the moment is that by being a referral under me in the piggy bank, I will be doing weekly airdrops to my piggy bank team. Oink, oink. Let's get into this AMA in under 5 minutes. So first things first, congratulations to dogs and pigs, because you are now listed on your first ever centralized exchange. And actually, this is an amazing moment also for Forex. I'm proud of you, man. This is the first token that Forex has enabled into being listed on a centralized exchange. Pigs and dogs are now listed on HotBit, which is a pretty big exchange in China, so you will probably see a big upturn of Chinese community members joining the Telegram, and essentially that's bullish for drip, bullish for pigs, bullish for dogs, bullish for everything. So that's really great. Forex didn't even reach out to HotBit. HotBit reached out to Forex, and then they bought a butt ton of pigs and dogs off the market and listed it onto HotBit by themselves. So Forex says that it is a major Chinese exchange, and HotBit, because they bought the tokens off the market, if pigs and dogs do perform well in the upcoming weeks and months, then we will surely expect institutional buying of pigs and dogs from HotBit and also from other exchanges, which we'll get in on it as well. Now, the thing that really interested me here that Forex said later on in the AMA was that, quote him, pigs and dogs listing on Binance is inevitable. That's right. Forex said that 1st of March 2022 listing on Binance is inevitable. He, would like it, of course. Who wouldn't? He's kind of against the idea of centralization. We know this. He's an ultimate degen, but something that he sees as inevitable and is more than happy for it to happen when it does. He then went on to, first thing he talked about actually was a man called Stunabreezy. So I listened to this on the Bartertown conglomerate YouTube, where he tracked the whole AMA. So thanks, call out to Bartertown. Call out to Stunabreezy. Congratulations on maxing out the first ever drip wallet. That's right. He got to 100K max payout quite a while ago, actually. And then he claimed his 100,000 drip. And now he is done. He is out of the system with that wallet. He does have another one. He needs to onboard more people to get to max payout again, like we all do. So this, basically, the importance of Stunabreezy maxing out his wallet means that other people are going to soon be maxing out their wallets too, which means they're being knocked out of the system. It's encouraging more people to hydrate, which is good for the drip price, and those people who are continuously claiming will soon be completely out of the system. Really bullish for drip. This is great. Piggy bank will launch on March the 3rd. The platform will launch on March the 1st. which for the making of this video is about 20 hours away from now, okay? There will be a 48-hour countdown set onto the Drip Telegram, the Animal Farm Telegram, to announce when on March the 3rd the piggy bank will be open for business, and we can start to it will unpause and we will be able to deposit our pigs BUSD tokens into it. The system breakdown, right, for how the piggy bank is going to work. So he says FOREX says it's going to be similar in a way to how they launched the Garden, which is different to how most miner contracts are launched. It's called fair launch, right? What happens is that there is an existing balance that is set in there, but it's not set up by the first person that deposits into there. It's done automatically, and this sets the exchange rate, giving no one man or woman or degen a better share or a better, more power, more buying power than anyone else in the contract. So that's very important. So there's two options when you deposit into the piggy bank with your pigs BUSD, which again you can pair here in the liquidity section here, where you would add your pigs right here. Yep, down here, add pigs liquidity. So first is the simple deposit. We're going to talk about that one first. Drip Garden has plants and seeds, okay? So the way that the Drip Garden works is that you take Drip BUSD tokens, which you get in the Liberation contract by putting in anything that you want. Drip Garden has plants. The plants mean they are your share of the contract, and the seeds determine your ROI, your return on investment. The piggy bank is different. It's going to have piglets and truffles. When you feed your piglets truffles, you get more piglets. The more piglets you have, the more truffles they can find. So what will happen is you'll deposit into the system and you will automatically receive truffles, which are then automatically compounded to buy piglets. And the piglets immediately start hunting down those truffles for you. There's a 3% ROI if you're doing simple deposit on the piggy bank. Variable, okay, depending on. And every day, if you don't compound your return on your investment, this will go down. Your 3% will go down if you don't compound, if you just withdraw. Unless, of course, you get a lot of referrals by using the juicy referral system on the piggy bank, which is dependent on how many dogs you have staked in the single asset pool on Animal Farm, which is here, which is this one here. So you need 13 dogs staked here to get the maximum 5% referral bonus by sharing your link around and getting referral bonuses into your piggy bank, right? So holding at least 13 in here is very important. We're going to come back to that because FOREX talks more about dogs a little bit later. But essentially, the fact that when you withdraw, your ROI is going to go down is going to make this attractive for new capital to come in, because similar to the Garden, the longer it goes on, the buying power for getting into the Garden goes up, just like it does in the piggy bank. You get more buying power the longer that the contract goes on for. The time stake, let's talk about this. This is a little bit more confusing, okay? This is the first ever time this has ever been done, that you can compound your bonus and interest while you are time locked in a non-inflationary sense. When you time lock, the bonus works like this. So FOREX used an example here. So the simple maths are the first 75% of your stake has 30% of bonus applied to it. The last 25% of your stake has the other 75% bonus applied to it. So let's say you stake 10 BUSD pigs tokens for 10 days, and there's a 10% bonus, right? Just to make this really easy to understand. This is not the actual numbers and maths, but this is the way it's going to work. So your time locked 10 tokens, you'd have 3 tokens available to you to compound 7 days into the contract. It's going to be exponentially growing like this, okay? And then 7 tokens will be available for you to compound on the last 3 days of your stake in the last 30% of time, because the last 25% of your time, there's a 70% of the stake applied. Okay, so this is the basic sense, right? So that's why on the white paper, the graph goes like this, right? Because as you're compounding, right, this is exponentially growing. It allows people to put the power in their own hands. Exponential higher token payout by being able to compound your interest garnered while it's still earning the time lock bonus. And you can only compound once daily to make it as simple as possible for people to understand. Now, there is another white paper coming out. The first one that was released yesterday is very simple, goes over the basics of the dynamics of it all. Forex is working on a much more advanced one so people can get really nitty gritty with the details of this, but he's very aware that it's already quite complicated. I probably just completely destroyed my explanation of the time lock idea. I just see it visually as this, right? Yeah. And I'm going to get more later, and I can compound more later. I don't want to break my stake. So if I did stake for 100 days, why the hell would I break it? Because if you do break it, there's a 50% penalty. The 50% penalty of your stake, that's your penalty, will go back into paying all the other people who are in the piggy bank staking and holding their time lock. You can have multiple stakes on your piggy bank, and this unlocks a lot of different strategies to unlocking stakes, how long you hold your stakes, and it's going to have the appearance of an insane amount of crazy analytical tools, which community members are going to be making, and Forex is really excited to see all of them. Dog's price prediction. He predicts a big juicy pump for dogs because it's being implemented into the referral system. Just look at what happened to BR34P token before drip came around, and then what's happened to it since. So what's happening to dogs now is there's more incentive to buy and hold dogs. And then there will be, of course, the constant burning action on dogs because it is burned. And as dogs is transacted, it does build that floor of BUSD, which is going to give it more price stability in the long term as well. So we can maybe expect a huge run up on the price of dogs in the near to far future, which is fantastic. So yeah, holding dogs might be a good idea. If the price of dogs gets too high, they can actually reduce the amount of dogs that we need to hold to unlock the referral bonuses. So that is a great thing too. So it won't outprice other new players who want to come into the piggy bank and take advantage of these things. And last, something very interesting that he said. So there's a 5% fee in and out of the piggy bank. Now, the thing that you need to pay attention to here is that this 5% fee going in and out is not going into anyone's pocket, right? It's not a dev fee. It's actually a fee for a future use case for pigs, which is going to be the pig lottery. This is what happened if you watch my last 5-minute video about what's happening in drip and Animal Farm. I talked about the Chainlink partnership that's happening. Well, they decided that the partnership they're going to start is by using the Chainlink Oracle, which is a true randomized lottery system. What's happening is all these pigs' fees for going in and going out are actually being put in a pot. This pot is going to be the lottery pot. Then we will be able to purchase tickets for the pig lottery with drip and dogs, burning them probably out of circulation. I don't know what he's doing with that. He's not profiting from this game. This is another way of adding more use case, fun, and attention, garnering more attention into the drip ecosystem. Finally, after that has been done, then the first partnership for the Animal Farm will be announced from if we go into the pig pen here, we have down here the proposal for joining, adding tokens into the Animal Farm, getting partnerships with the Animal Farm. That will be the third thing that's going to be addressed. So we do have Piggy Bank, then Piggy Lottery, then Animal Farm partnership. Okay, so that's what he's talked about. All fantastic news. So look out for my video tomorrow on the piggy bank, where I will be dropping my link and setting out hopefully more of a concrete airdrop schedule for you, where I can show you the tiers of how much you need to invest into the piggy bank to get the airdrops. I'm going to do a similar tiered system to what I do at the moment on tier 3. Not too high, not too small, just right. Peace. Don't get wrecked.